Can we really make these skills better and stronger? Yes, we can. Number one, we can study what God's Word says in a systematic, thoughtful way. There's all sorts of information in the Bible, but to many people it's scattered and erratic. How do you organize these concepts? What we call systematic theology. And that's one of the things we've attempted to do with the relational wisdom paradigm, is how do we organize biblical concepts, theological concepts that have to do with our relation with God, have to do with how we relate to ourselves, manage ourselves, and how we engage other people. So study would be one of the first things, is open up the Bible, start reading, seeing these principles. If you want to do it in an organized way, that's what our ministry has done, is actually develop training that people can go through and actually learn these things. All of it's available online, so you can get the training anywhere in the world. And then practice these things. Every day, what I suggest is you just pick out one of the skills, one of the acrostics, the read acrostic, the serve acrostic, SOG, and just say today, in fact, we say spend a whole week focusing in on one skill. And if you do that for one solid week, focusing on one thing, how do I read other people? Get up in the morning, I'm going to read my wife. Now, she may give you a strange look when she sees you looking at her and studying her, but how do you read your wife? How do you read your kids? How do you read the people in your church? It's funny, once you start practicing it, when you first start doing it, it feels awkward, it feels unnatural, it's difficult. It's exactly like learning how to ride a bicycle. Learning to ride a bicycle, most of us remember, was a very challenging, frightening experience. But once you got good at it, you don't even think about it anymore. You ride the bicycle while you're on your phone talking to somebody. And the same thing with these skills, focusing in on one skill at a time, deliberately disciplining yourself on that skill, and then once you've mastered that, you move on to the next one. But then you start practicing these things in your relationships at home, at work, at church. You start using these skills as you watch movies, as you read books, as you study people in the airport. Pretty soon it just becomes a fascinating study, because there's nothing in this world more interesting than the creatures made in the image of God.